Great. Welcome to Season 3 of TRL Tier 1. I'm here with Ben, my co-commentator. Hello. Ben, do you want to check the stream's working, the audio's working? You didn't have any issues this time?
Yeah, this time, yeah, hopefully less of a shambles than yesterday.
Yeah. And do you want to post it in the Discord as well? So, last season's champion, JT Gelato, is not racing this season. He's a reserve. He is busy. So, we have some favourites such as Het Bumpier. We're expecting to be very quick this season. Murph Martin, we're expecting to give a challenge. And we'll see how it goes. See who else is up there and nice and fast on the new game. Today we've had to merge Tier 1 and Tier 2 as not many people were available, but that is okay. We'll see how it goes. We have a mix of pace out there today, which will be interesting.
Yeah.
How's the stream audio? Is the stream audio working nicely?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Who's winning then?
Today, I reckon Bumpier is going to win. Bumpier has the fastest time trial out of everybody so far, with a 24 point something, I believe. He's the only one in the 24s.
Oh, got AWS in here as well. Nice.
It's AWS Insight. Exactly. I'm going to go with Bumpier.
Yeah, it's pretty safe bet. Always got to go with Merv though, because, you know, he's the best after all.
Tier 2 champion. We have someone coming out for pit lane. It's a McLaren. I'm not sure who it is just yet. We'll see shortly. It is Jeeve. So JFC, otherwise known as Jeeve, is coming out to pit lane as we speak. In the McLaren.
See what he can do.
Let's go on board with Jeeve for now. He's the only one out there. This is nice outlap. Oh, almost spinning it on the outlap.
Tactical warm off the tyres, I like it. These are the things that you notice in our top drivers.
Of course.
But yeah, probably wants to come out early, get a bit of practice in.
Exactly.
Over everyone else.
The real GG, we saw him in F2. He's also out. Fearless Player's out. Jamie Robertson's out. Demon's coming out. Lots of people are coming out now. DeRoy's out. Let's have a look at DeRoy. Let's see what he's doing. Well, we've got a big train of cars actually near DeRoy. 4 of them. Yeah, weaving rather close together. You'd hope so. DeRoy actually has a very similar helmet.
Space for their laps.
A very similar red helmet to Mazepin, it reminds me of. The bright red helmet.
That bodes well.
It does. Will we see him spin today? Let's go back to
GFC.
As he starts his lap. I'm going to go on board.
No chicane.
Yeah, I'm going to go on board with Jeeve. Ben, commentate Jeeve's lap for us. I should go on board with him.
Alright, as he gets a alright exit out of the last corner. Bit eager on the throttle, but he powers down the first straight, Hamilton straight. Does he take it tight through here? Bit wide, and yeah. Unfortunately, a big spin. And if you take it too wide, you get too much load. The car's downforce this year can't really handle that.
Bit of a reset to track there from Jeeve. I'm not sure if that's allowed. We're going to go with the real GG, who's also on a lap. Take us through this one instead.
Go find him in the Red Bull. Braking nice, cutting the corner. Got to pull the car around here. It's gone a little wide, but you can really get a nice push out of here. Kick the corner there. DRS flap opens down the straight. Here we go. Does he get the sharp turn in right here? Yeah, carry speed nicely as he loops around Laffields, and got to be sensitive on the power here to get a nice run down Woodcote and into Copse, one of the hardest corners this year on this track, as it's quite hard to take flat. Might have been a little lift there, not entirely sure, but that was pretty good. Avoiding traffic. Technical corners. Beckett's Chapel. Nice, kept it clean, kept it tight. Chuck the car into stow, cut the curve a bit as you get the rotation, nicely done. Carry the fossil, brake here, cut these red curves if you can. Good enough. Clip the curve and over the line. Setting a benchmark of 27.1.
Thank you for that, Ben. Hello, Bumpy. Bumpy has
a good luck
told us it's going to be a dry race all the way through, and he said, "Oh, we're going to do podium interviews." And we can do podium interviews if
Right,
that's
so
something
far,
people would like to see. What happens to
LGG
podium interviews?
keeping number 1. Got some medium runners.
Roy goes 4th. Interesting. So the real GG still on
a
top
step
for now.
attempt here.
Let's take a look.
Rev Martin, the best, as I said, clearing your GG by 6 attempts.
Jeeve has invalidated. By the way, we have Camden on that.
Saw him lift off the throttle there. Gonna have to work hard to try and get one in. Ooh, going over the grass, getting a bit squirrely. Might be a bit nervous about anyone coming up behind him, but he seems relatively clear. Anyway, who's on at a fast lap? Anyone?
I'm watching Cam Dude do his lap.
In the Mercedes, here we go. Chuck the car in. Very much chuck the car in there. Get it rotated. Taking a bit of a wider approach to this corner, which is up to personal preference, really. Can you take cops? Yes, he can. Very nice.
Almost thought he was going to invalidate that one. Very close.
Got it spot on. Going wide through Beckett's, keeping it narrow through Chapel. Would have scrubbed off a little bit of speed there, but it's alright. Chuck it in. Lick the stamp. Avoid the traffic. Yeah, I can take the chicane. Nice. Nice. Get on the power as soon as possible. Get a little bit of slipstream, which will make no difference. And there we go.
26-1. That was a great lap.
Brilliant
That
lap.
was a great lap. I'm not expecting to see too many laps because this is only Q1 and we have 16 drivers.
We are getting some banker laps coming in. Yeah.
Jamie Robertson has retired from the session. It looks like a spin with a 27.8. That's not good for him at all.
No, there's one spot to get relegated here, so might go to him if no one else can set fast laps out of the remaining 5 that we have to go set some.
Still waiting to see Bumpier and Thunderbills on track. As I say, that Bumpier
We've got someone come off. Yeah. Oh, it's going to see if Jamie Robertson's all right. Sebastian Vettel over here.
Bumpier is on,
and he's still on the throttle. So I think Jamie Robertson is dead.
Yeah.
Anyway,
he is definitely
moving on. Back to the 60s in F1.
We're fearless player coming into the pits.
Yep.
Well, DeRoy with a 26-0. Good luck from DeRoy.
Oh, we missed that one.
We did. We didn't catch that one.
We have not a lot of time in those laps there. It's less than a tenth.
Alexis Beast has invalidated his lap. I'm not sure that's allowed. Getting a slight cheaty cut across Vale there. I don't know if you saw that one, Ben.
No. Who are we watching?
Alexis Beast. His lap is invalid again. That's probably because he completely cut. Rather than doing the chicane, he just drove straight across to get a good run, which has invalidated his lap, unsurprisingly.
Yeah, so now validate the next snap as well, right?
Yes, it did. That was what I meant. He's validated lap he's currently on by doing that, rather than starting it up. JFC looks to be on a lap, cutting Nagas and Beckett.
Oh, he's gone all wrong here.
Yeah, all squirrely.
Yeah, once you start it wrong in Maggots, it's very hard to collect right up into Beckett's.
It hasn't invalidated his lap, though. It has not invalidated his lap, so he might be able to get something
Probably
out of
didn't
this as
gain
we
any
see him come up
time.
to Vale. Ah, he's going to pit.
Oh, it's peeling back in the pits, which is fair enough. Get some new boots on.
Let's have a
Or
look
maybe
at
not. Maybe that's good enough for him
Sonev.
today.
Maybe.
Until
Let's have a look
the
at Sonev,
next qualifying session.
who's
And the Ferrari.
looking pretty quick.
Trying out the mediums. He's slowed down.
Yeah, doing some race runs by the look of it. Will Mars invalid. Let's watch Bumpy. I'm going to go on board with him. Do you want to do another lap?
Sure, is this a fast lap for Olympia now?
It is.
On the Wellington straight we go. Go into the centre of the track for some reason. And is he going to clip this curb nicely? Yep, pretty much. Extends out quite wide, carry the speed. Keeps it relatively tidy through here. Extends onto the outside curb, pretty nice. Cut it across here. And my least favourite corner again. Yeet the car. Had to do a little bit of a lift there, but if you're running a lower downforce setup, that's required. Nice and smooth. Maggots and Beckett's Chapel and the hanger straight now. The aero shut open. Where's he going to brake? On time. Nice extension of the power there. Keeps it clean and tidy through there, keeping the speed up. And across the line. Shortening that distance there to go 5th, which is decent on the medium tyre.
Yeah, I think Bumpy has a lot more pace. I'm going to invite Tan back to the session because he did leave.
Good idea.
Yeah, I've just sent him an invite. Good stuff. So Bumpy in P5, I think he has more. See if I can have on the tyres. Let's have a look at the tyres. So DeRoy was on softs, Camdude was on softs, Sonev on mediums with a 26.2.
It's like Bumpier on a second flying lap.
It does. Maybe he's going for more of a race race. Who knows? Let's have a look.
Yeah, big lift into tops there, but took a lot of entry speed. Cutting a lot of Chapel there, but kept it tidy.
Half a second up on his best lap. Half a second up.
So it's looking good then.
Potentially for P1 for this session.
Probably knew he had a much more pace in this in these tyres and his previous lap as well. Rounds it out, extends it, nice corner in, cut the distance.
Does.
And 26.01, very close with DeRoy for the fastest time, but on mediums instead, so definitely got a pace advantage here.
Just about going P1. Dima, and then valid laps off the track. Who else have we got going? Real GG. Looks good and fast. I'm slightly surprised we're seeing this many laps from people. Considering it is just Q1.
In Q1, yeah. Maybe a bit of practice.
Yeah, we hope so. Hopefully they're not wasting their tyres.
That's that corner a lot.
Who else is out? We've got...
See how he turns in here.
We've got Fearless Player
Pretty
is
nice.
also on a lap. The Clansman's coming to the pit. Alexis Beast, another invalid lap from him. Jeeve has retired. JFC has retired. So I think he's content that he will get through this session.
Yeah, and he ought to, really.
Bumpy's getting called a try hard in the comments.
Place to get kicked out. Probably going to Jamie Robertson or Thunder Bales, depending on if he decides to set a lap.
Yeah. Thunderbells was, I believe, champion of Tier 2 last season, so I'm expecting him to be able to get through this session relatively comfortably as long as he sets a lap, obviously.
Relatively comfortably is what he's doing right now, sitting in his seat back in the garage.
Cam with a 25.7. Wow.
Yeah, he's taking that on the softs, yeah. Fast lap there.
Again, though, were they fresh softs or are they? I hope they're USEF softs for his sake. Otherwise, he's wasting tyres. This is only Q1.
I'm sure they are the same set.
I do hope so. Thunderbells, is he going to come out? Or is he just going to sit in the pits? Is he only leaving himself time for one lap?
Or has he got something urgent to do?
He left the oven on.
Merv Martin is back out in the Aston Martin for this season. Previously now from air driver, now in the Aston Martin. Taking that corner rather nicely. Keeping it tight. Nice and wide on the exit using all the track. Very good. Minimising the meters as he comes up to Cops. That looks to have been taken very well and doesn't invalidate track limits. Good for him. I think he's coming up to some traffic through Maggots and Beckett's. Hopefully it doesn't intervene too much. It's like a pretty good exit onto the Haggard Straight. It's okay, so he's 0.3 up on his best lap. So he's setting a decent lap so far. Coming to start. I think he missed the apex a little bit, but doesn't invalidate, which is good. That Haas is still in front of him and probably not being very helpful. Vale looking nice. Decent on their power. Doesn't minimise meters at the end of the lap, but he does go P4. 2.5 better than his previous lap. I think Merv has more in the tank. His time trial is in the 25s. I think Merv can improve on that in the following qualifying sessions. He tends to be a bit of a qualifying specialist, Merv. He does tend to get very close to his time trial times. So let's see if we'll see that again today. We also have Tan, his teammate, on a lap. Good thing Tan managed to rejoin the session. Let's go on board. Have a look who's Sector 1. Looking good up the straight. That nicely cuts the curb. A bit of room to spare. Doesn't want to invalidate track limits. Very wide on the exit. It seems to almost over-rev the car, but that might just be my spectator view. Does use all the track on the exit though. Fins the throttle up to Cops. Slight lift, does run very wide, but doesn't lose his track, because that's the thing on this game, you can run very wide and not lose your lap. Doesn't lose it. Maggots and Beckett's very squirrely round there. Not a bad exit though. He's 4 seconds off, so I'm thinking he's backed off now then. He was a bit slow to break the Beckett's. See how he does next lap. Here we have Dima, who's 0.8 up on the best lap from last time, and that is only in Sector 1. Unless the game is lying to me, because it can do that sometimes. That's a long way up, if it is true.
Jamie Robertson's got like a Thunderbells not setting a lap.
Yeah, Thunderbell's not giving himself enough time. Maybe he wants to start from the back. First to last challenge.
A young JT Gelato.
If Jamie Robertson has retired, will he be in Q2? I don't think he will be, because he crashed out.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
I'm not sure he will even be in the session. Oh, a bit deep there from Dima. That's not nice at all. That's going to cost him quite a bit of time. Half a second off now his best lap, so this is not an improvement. Although it's likely used tyres, that's not too much of an issue for him.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He might just slow down and go.
Yeah, he's coming to the pits. Are we doing interviews? Bumpier, we might do interviews with the winner if that is what people would like to see. Get the winner in. Why not? Went to bits, and that appears to be the end of the session. I don't think we have the Klansman potentially on. I think he is on a lap actually. He's slightly up on his personal best. Just lost a bit of time through Marcus and Beckett's then. So no interview for Bumpier then, if it's for the winner. Merv thinking he's going to win this one. We'll see, Merv, we'll see. See if you can put your money where your mouth is. And last corner, Fansman going across the line in 0.3 slower is what my screen is saying. Predictions, Merv, Bumpier, who do you think is going to win?
It's a tough one. Could be a battle of the penalties again.
Could be. Merv said he thinks DeRoy's going to win. Oh, Reroy, not DeRoy. Reroy. I apologise. Apparently, Reroy. Ah, it's a good point. Bumpier roasting Merv, saying he's not going to be eating after he wins, which Merv obviously was doing last time. Jeeve saying himself is looking good. Yes, Jeeve, you did look quite good in that session. We need more time for you coming up, though. Merv, why do you not eat dinner before you race? That's a good question. I don't know. Bumpier shaming G for only being 12th in the comments. We'll see how it goes when it comes into Q2, because this is where it matters. Will they get into the top 10 or not? It's going to be close, this, I think.
Yeah.
McLaren 1-2 interpreted differently.
See if anyone going to be brave enough for mediums this way.
It's a good shout. I think a lot of people use mediums in Q1, so it doesn't seem like that's going to be the way to go.
Who have you got coming out first then?
There is an Alpha. I think, yes, Dima. Dima is out first on track. We'll see if he can do a nice lap. Who else is coming out? They have a McLaren coming out. Looks like an Alpha Tauri as well. That'll be DeRoy. And is that a Williams I see coming out? Yeah, Jamie Robson is not in this session. As we have the real G. Oh, it's a Red Bull.
It is Thunderbales.
Yeah, Thunderbales and Jamie Robson both out in Q1. Jamie Robson, who crashed. Thunderbales choosing not to set a lap. Not sure why. So the first person going to be setting a flying lap will be Dima. Let me get around to it. We have the Aston Martin coming out now as well. Merv Martin. What are we expecting? I do see someone on the mediums. Merv Martin, in fact, is on the mediums. Going bold.
A bit of confidence there. Likes it.
He does have some confidence. I also see the real Gigi on the mediums. Looks like Will Marr is on the mediums. Dima's on the softs. We're going to ride on board with him as he starts his lap. So, let's get on board. There we go. Keeps it pinned through turn 1. Is it nice? Nice and late on the brakes. Hits the apex. Gets on the power. And misses the apex a little bit here. But does get the throttle down nicely as he comes up the Wellington Straight. Of the Armco sponsor. And braking nicely. There is a McLaren coming up in front of us with some traffic. Cuts the curve nicely there as he comes around. I think that McLaren might not be helpful. Might be giving off some dirty air. And it is actually on the racing line. I'm not sure Dean will be very happy with that. He wasn't able to minimise the track as he comes up to Cops. Yeah, a bit wide through Cops. So race up to Magnus and Beckett's. Nice and safe. Missed the apex slightly on Chapel, but he's okay. On the hanger straight. It's been an okay lap so far. Been okay. He's missing the apex again slightly. doesn't have to worry about track limits there. Brakes on the line into Vale, takes that nicely, nice and safe on track limits on the exit again, and then across the line. It's at 1:26.8. It's not too bad considering the times we saw in Q1. I'm assuming he probably will see some faster times than that though this session.
Yeah.
DeRoy has in fact invalidated his lap. Let's have a look at Merv Martin, shall we, on the mediums. Let's see what kind of lap he can do. What are we expecting? Do you think you better beat Demo on the mediums?
Yeah, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
I think he can. The real Gigi with a 26.6, just about beating out Dima. Oh, Merv missing Chapel by a long way that time. Down the hanger straight we go. Nice and late into Stowe. Does hit this apex.
Close to track limits, but well within.
Good. Comes into
Out
Vale.
corners, get the power down. Bit of soaring on the steering wheel, but it's
26.5.
It does go
Beats them on the
fast.
mediums. Beats them on the mediums. Very good. We have Cam Dude with a 26.2 also on the mediums. Some of these medium runners are looking pretty quick. Clanton with a 29.
Cam Dude.
So he's a little bit off. Sonev coming down the old pit straight. Who's next to finish the lap? I think it's going to be Wilmore. Breaking into Vale. Nice on the power as he comes across. Also on the mediums, Wilmar, he does this 27.3, so that's P5 for him so far. Not too bad for a medium tyre lap. I think we have JFC CEO coming across the line next as well. We can see from him, Jeeves is on the softs this time round. As he comes across the line, that looks clean through Vale. Oh, it must have been invalid. Or maybe he's starting that. I think it was invalid though. Which is why we haven't got a lap on the board from him. Sonev.
Again. Oh, he's overcooked it with too much steering, and that
he
car
was
is
out.
Wrecked.
It's just like, that's annoying because I just came off his camera and didn't see it.
Too much steering. Lost steer, some oversteer.
Interesting, we have Bumpier on the softs. We have Bumpier on the softs. Interesting call then. So he is not opting for that medium tyre like a lot of the other runners we have.
We'll give him outright pace off the line. He's wanted to get away at the start of the race.
Commentator's curse. We were watching you, Jeeves, so maybe it was. Bumpier pins. I'm expecting this to be a fast lap from Bumpier here as he comes down the old pit straight into Cops. Let's see if he can hold it without a lift. A slight lift. Doesn't want to exceed track limits and doesn't. There we go, Maggots and Beckett.
Here. Right, left, right, left.
Thank you for
Straight.
describing the direction to turn. Stealing Stripstream off Alexis
right,
Beast here.
Turned right and left at the right times.
You did get them right. Congratulations.
Nothing else to gain.
I'm sure the viewers are very impressed. As it takes Vale nicely. Crosses the line. 26.0. So Sonev is currently P1.
Under our noses.
Sonev wasn't the fastest runner in Season 2. However, it does look to be pretty quick at the start of Season 3. So maybe this game suits his driving style a lot more.
That's it.
But it's a practice. Clansman's not on a lap. We have got Alexis Beast on a lap. We have... Is Camdude on a lap? I think Camdude's backed off. Deeb's on an lap. Okay, so we have... Alexis Beast, way off.
Around Luffield there.
Not good for him at
Lost
all.
the rear a bit of some... Too much speed into there.
Oh, we also have the Williams in front of him, way off the track as well.
Have another shot.
So, Fearless Player behind him in the Haas is on a lap. Although he goes wide, doesn't get an invalidation for exceeding track limits there. As is this game currently. Little bit conservative, I think, to Max and Beckett does touch the grass a little bit.
Yeah, didn't
as
seem
well.
to have much grip for you there.
Hello, Jamie.
Understeer.
You crashed. What happened, Jamie? Break from Fearless Player. Vale looking pretty good though. As he crosses the line 28.5.
Yeah. Pretty good. Could have cut the last curve a bit more, but it's decent.
Good done. Bumpy, his lap was worse than his medium lap. Oh dear. Well, we know Bumpy has a lot more pace to come anyway. But doesn't want to ruin those tyres anymore, I guess, before the next quality session. So far in the drop zone, we have Tan, who is on his way out of the pit lane. We have Alexis Beast, who is... I'm not sure if he's on a lap. I think he's on a lap. And we have Frenzy, who's in the pits. Alexis Beast coming down the old pit straight. Always exceed track limits there, but again, the game not invalidated.
Right angle on the turn in there, a bit too much speed as well.
Bumpy is retired. He's obviously finished. A little bit deep through Magnus and Beckett, I think.
Of that. Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd have lost a lot of time through there, so probably not going to set an ideal lap here, but gonna finish it anyway, it seems. Goes wide again. It's not really getting these sharp corners. You have to turn in sharply.
He's not, but it's not invalidating.
And he's going wide again. And again.
Oh, and now it is invalid. Now it is invalid.
Not the best attempt. I'm sure won't be too happy with that. See if you can do another one.
It's invalid. That's invalid as well. So he needs to get a bit safer. I think we have
massively trying to spins and doing so. You're trying to get some time back to the pits. Not sure how legal that is.
Let's have a look at DeRoy. So he pins it down the hanger straight up to Stowe. Oh, very close on track limits, but gets it perfect. Brakes perfectly on the line for Vale. BT shouting out Sir Wolf, our commentator over here. BT, if you were here, you could be winning. You could be winning. However, you chose to not be here today. That's on you. DeRoy. So DeRoy's gone P3. It's a good lap from him. Is he going to go around again, or is he going to back off? Not sure if he's backed off or not. It looks like he's still going quick. Actually, I'm not sure. He's a 10th up, so he's definitely not backed off. Okay then, let's keep following him as he goes round, keeps it nice and tight, maximises the track on the exit as well. This is looking very clean. Runs around Cops very nicely. BT, you should just join for the race. Join in for the race, qualify, or start at the back. See if you can make your way through the field. We have some spaces. 3/10 up from DeRoy.
Where do you get this information from? Can't find that.
BT's in the comments. I can see the comments popping up on my screen.
The comments.
Yeah, on the YouTube channel. DeRoy, 3/10 up into the last sector, looking for potentially P1 as he crosses the line. Does go P1, 25.6, a very good lap from DeRoy. Wow, great lap. What information can you not see, Ben? The lap data? Or
no, I can see all. No, I was just wondering where these are.
Comments, that's fine. BT said if he's allowed, he wouldn't mind jumping in. I'll double check with Merv, but I'm pretty sure it's fine. I'm pretty sure he'll be allowed to jump in, as Merv is actually 2/10 up on this lap, so I won't disturb him right now. as he comes nice and hot into Stowe. He's going on the soft, so Merv clearly not happy with those mediums on that first run then. Oh, he's going to the pit, so he will stay on the mediums. Doesn't want to improve as he doesn't need to. Actually, Ben, do you mind contacting Merv and asking?
Asking him
if BT is allowed to join mid-session and start at the back.
Oh, right, okay.
See how he does, starting from P17. I know he did BT. We'll see if Merv lets you in. You may be lucky. We do have space today, so you might be lucky.
The last game that caused a massive glitch in there around Austria.
I don't think that happens anymore. Are you saying he should be allowed?
Well,
I think he is.
Trusting Codemasters.
Yeah. So Alexis Beast has retired. So we have Alexis Beast out, Jeeve out, Frenzy out. They have all retired from the session, and none of them have got a time. So Tan, P11, needs to set a time. He is on an outlap. We have Wilmar. Let's see where he is. He comes to the end of sector 1, if he's pushing or not. He is. So he's 2 tenths up. Let's watch Wilmar. See if he can get himself a more secure lap time than P8. Also on the soft. So people changing onto the softs now. Not happy with their medium laps. So Roy content with his and not setting another lap. Flying into Cops. Takes that nicely. Takes a lot of the track, but does leave a good amount of room as he comes through Mags and Beckett's.
Yeah, BT's allowed.
Good stuff. I'll invite you then, BT. There we go. Let's see. Wilmar coming to Stowe. Backing off. Doesn't want to improve on those softs, just a test run. Tan didn't seem to make the checkered flag, actually. I thought Tam was going to start lap, but I don't think he made the checkered flag and will start P11 with no lap.
Oh dear. Not
It's a shame for him. Real GG is a 10th up and invalid, so I think that is pretty much the end of this session. I'll be back shortly. Ben, you can continue commentating for now. I'll be back in a second.
Right. No idea where he's gone. Sure. Don't think anyone's on the lap. So now we wait for Wilmar to pit and we can move on. Q3, the final shootout. There we go. Got Mr. BT joining as well. Don't get in his way during a flying lap, because he'll be upset with you. Understandably so.
Okay, I'm back.
Just in time for Q3.
Did you see the comment from Jeeve asking for doing post-race interviews? I don't know if you addressed that.
Well, I don't know.
So Jeeve, we will do post-race interviews depending on, say, who wins. We'll give the winner an interview, and if there's anything else interesting happening, I guess we can do interviews with other people. We'll have to see at the time. But yeah, we'll definitely do one with the winner. So P3.
Got coming out first. Got Williams.
Based on what we've seen so far, who's your bet for pole, Ben? Who is it?
Give Bumpier a shout.
I think Bumpier's, although Senev could be a dark horse here. He did top Q1 and was pretty high up in Q2 as well. Chief said he's going to prepare his speech for winning now. We'll see.
Good luck.
Starting at the back, Chief, you have a hard task ahead of you. So everyone seems to be coming out straight away, other than the Klansman, who doesn't feel the need to come out just yet. Maybe a good shout. Maybe wants to let the track rubber in a bit. Maybe wants to get some space. First car on track is Bumpier, actually. So maybe we should ride on board with Bumpier for this first lap and see if he can set a flyer. See if he does what we both think he'll do and get pole. I might bet.
Quite a fast out lap here. Maybe a bit of warm up. Maybe it's just sufficient to warm up the tyres just alone.
I'm thinking we're going to get Bumpier P1, Merv P2, Camdude P3, DeRoy P4. And then maybe Sonev P5.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to go on board with Bumpier. You can give us the lap commentary.
Takes it slow for the last chicane, whacks it down the pedal. Here we go. Extends out. Take it tight, got the inside curve view here. Is he going to do that? Bang, right on. Keeping it tight. How late does he brake here? Nice, gets the car rotated quickly and snap it back here. Really fighting. Right in the car view here. Clip the curve as much as you can. Just extend at all the speed you're carrying down the Wellington straight. Sharp turn in here, carry the speed.
Super late on the brakes.
Snake the car through here, just trying to keep that minimum speed up and extending as fast as you can. You had a little bit of a snap there, as it can be so easy to do when you try and put the throttle on. Can he take this fast? Relative there, might have been a little lift. Takes it clean through Maggots and Beckett's. Might be a little slide there, not entirely sure. Gets on the grass, as they often do in real life. Not sure how that affects the car's speed in the game though. Throws the car in here. Kind of clips the apex a little bit there. Late braking. Get the car turned in. Keep the speed up through there. Don't want to scrub off any time. Shorten it. 25.5.
I think that's the fastest time we've seen so far from Bumpier.
Oh,
You'll
yes,
see
Merv
Martin crossed the line with a 25.9. We do. Dean with a 26.6.
Bumpier setting a really good benchmark there, it seems.
Is Sonev a 25.9 as well. DeRoy crossing the line. A 25.8 goes P2.
Camdude
crossing the line.
25.5 or 6.
Oh, goes to
we got
goes
Camdude
P2
doing
again.
exactly that. Very close there. Less than a tenth off Bumpier.
Wilmar 26.3. The Klansman's lap is unfortunately invalid. I have to real GG and Fearless Player crosses the line 28.9, so he's a bit off the pace. Real GG coming around Vale. Crosses the line 144. I'm sure something went wrong on that lap and he hasn't really said a 144. I'm assuming he's going again. Yes, Steve, that is correct. Tier 1 is really showing today who are the faster drivers. Real GG. A little bit deep there. As he comes onto the Wellington straight. A 25.3 from Bumpier, so he missed that, but he's improved on the same set of tyres.
Almost over 2 tenths there.
Well, what a lap
really
for Bumpier.
extending his dominance.
Yeah, and that's actually quicker than most people's time trial times in this lobby. That was so quick from Bumpier. So I think that is probably enough for pole on its own, to be honest. He'll do another lap, of course, later on, but I think that could be enough. Sonev crosses the line 12 seconds off. I wonder if he took a cooldown lap and is going again. Wilmar entering the pits.
You got the clansman coming around for a lap, or was this?
He said some 1 minute 30. He was invalid, so this will be his fast lap, I think. A little bit messy into turn 1.
Not really braking all the way on the left of the track there. Gets the car turned around decently well there. Soaring with the wheel a bit. DRS down the well end. Bogging the car down a bit there. Taking a decent line view here. Bit tentative on the power.
I'm going to interrupt you, but jump to Sonev, because I think Sonev's on a fast lap. He is on a fast lap, and he's nearly through. He does go a little bit deep into Chapel. That might have cost him time. He is still up on his lap. Sonev is a 10th up. Sonev, this will put Sonev above Merv Martin. He's a 10th up right now. Very close to DeRoy.
Standing the track all the way, getting the power down as much as he can. He's going to cut these nicely. Really working on carrying as much speed as possible.
P3 for Sonev. Very good lap for Sonev. Let's go back to the clansman.
Comes into Vale.
Quick look.
He comes around, soaring at the wheel again.
P9. Almost exactly the same lap as this player.
Much as you can say about
that. It is a lap. You're very correct. Very true. I think Merv Martin is the furthest forward on his outlap. So he comes Stowe, ready to start his faster. He's going to want to improve. Like I said, he's my favourite for P2, but he may not get that out with a 25.6 being the benchmark. It's pretty tough. We'll see how he does. Comes around Vale nicely, starts the lap.
Not getting the best exit.
Cuts turn 1 nicely. It's a good line through 2 into 3, braking as wide as he can.
Here. Cuts the corner a lot.
A lot of speed through there. Also Wellington straight. This is looking like a good time so far. He is pretty much exactly matching his previous Sector 1, so not an improvement so far from Merv. He really needs to try and get this foot down, really try and improve here. Otherwise we will not see him in the top 3 for qualifying. Takes Cops very on the limit. Very nice. This comes from Magus and Beckett. Really taking those curves as much as he can. Missed them a tiny bit on the exit. Chapel, otherwise okay. So he comes down the one straight. He is a 10th up, so maybe looking to beat out DeRoy. He comes into Stowe. I wonder if Merv will do 2 laps here, because he does have time, and maybe he has the fuel. Coming into Vale.
Might as well go for it.
There's no harm. Comes around. Cuts the curb nicely. Goes P3. Not quite able to beat out Camden.
10th.
I'm not sure. Let's have a look as DeRoy is coming to finish his lap. And DeRoy is also 2 tenths up. This could be maybe a P2 for DeRoy if he nails Vale. Again, cutting the curve nicely. Where does he go? He does go P2 with a 25.5. What a lap. Wow, great lap.
Well done there.
Knocking Merv down to P4. Merv is improving by 5 thousandths in Sector 1. We'll see how he does as he comes around Cops. See if he can get any more out of these now used softs. Not quite maximising the exit there. Maybe not trusting the curbs in this game, which is a very fair point. Let's cut the curve quite nicely on the exit. There, keeping nice and tight. No, that's right. He's 5 tenths off. He's going to back off. Yep, he backs off. He's not happy. He's shaking his car around. He's not happy.
Frustration.
Frustration from Merv. Cam Dude, almost identical in sector 1. Coming down the old pit straight, will he be able to improve? Looking for maybe P2 today. Coming around, Cops takes that nicely. Again, no one really trusting that curb on the outside today. Maybe playing safe with track limits. Camdu taking a lot more curb than Merv was. Maybe Merv lost time. Merv has retired from the session, so he will be no higher than P4 today. Cam is a 10th up, so again could be P2. Got a really close battle for P2 here. Bumpy seems to have claimed P1 quite convincingly. Unless Camdu can pull another 10th or 2 out the bag around Vale. Hugs the curb nicely.
Cutting the corners, much as hope.
Across the line. He does improve, but he stays P3.
Bumpy coming across the line on the flying lap. Search to increase his lead. Does he want to? Yeah. Knocks off another 10th. Why not?
He does. Bumpier outclassing the rest of them today. At least in Q3. Let's see if he can do the same in the race. Sonev is on an outlap. Is he going to have time to lap? He's going to get a move on if he does. He is around Vale. Let's ride on board with Sonev, see if he can improve. He does just about get a lap in. Let's ride on board.
Yeah, seconds to go there.
Breaking nice and deep into turn 3. Hits that apex nicely early on the power. Late on the brakes again. Throws it in here. Hits the apex very nicely. Early on the power. Great on the throttle. Sonev looking pretty quick. What's his time looking like? Across the line. He is slightly up. So Sonev could be out here pipping Merv. Takes quite a deep line there.
Keeps the speed up nice here.
Very much using all the track. Coming up to Cops now. Does he lift? Slight composite, I think, but very much, very quick run there. Marcus, in fact, is using all the curb.
Down with the brake. Ooh, almost losing the car there, but keeping it pinned.
Slight slide on the exit bumper, improving again.
Again. Just showing off at this point.
He is. As we see, Sonev pinning it through, so almost exceeding track limits. Perfect. Very late into Vale, looking very quick.
Power down, what can you do?
P4 beats Merv.
Good enough to pit Merv there.
So my prediction wasn't far off. The only one let me down was Merv.
How disappointing.
I had Merv P2, Cam did P3, DeRoy P4. So DeRoy was ahead of Cam, which I didn't think, but Merv letting us down. So P2 there. But that, I believe, is everyone already across the line and the end of the session. I don't see anyone else on a lap. There we go. Session has ended.
On to the race. See what carnage ensues.
Will we see any spins? We know the curbs on this game are lethal. Will we see any spins?
Yeah, will we see any crashes?
Who knows? But what we have got is Bumpier P1, DeRoy P2, Camdude P3, Sonev P4, Merv Martin P5, Bumpier in a class of his own, second to fifth, all pretty close together. Real GG a bit on his own in the middle as well, and then very close between Wilmar and Dima. Fearless player a little bit behind, and the Clansman not setting a great lap. Good stuff. Let's move on to the race. So, favourite to win? I'm still going to go with Bumpier.
Yeah, I think Bumpier's got the pace advantage, which usually means you can go faster. The person who's fastest usually wins.
Amazing insight there. Thank you for that, Ben. The question is, will you get the strategy right? So I think most people are starting on the soft. at least in the top 10. Would it be beneficial to start on the mediums? Will that cost some people? Could P11 maybe get a nice go at this if he is going medium soft? What about, as well, all the medium guys in the top 10, if there were any, could be good for them. Also, is this a one-stop race? I assume it probably is soft hard, would be my guess. Will anyone try soft medium?
Be cool if we could emulate last year's tyre blowouts.
That would be funky. I'm not sure the game is that advanced. But there might be some people already, if they do go soft medium, they might be very much coming to the end of their tyre life. And maybe they will get a puncher, who knows? Maybe we will see something mad. If there's an early safety car, people pitting early, trying to run the tyres all the way to the end. Here we go after the warm-up lap. People seem to be okay off the line. Looking forward to a good race here. So let's have a look at the tyres quickly. So we have Bumpé soft, DeRoy soft, Camdude on the mediums of P3. He could get a very good run of this if these top two can't pull away. Camdude starting the mediums may be crucial as he might be able to come back at them on the softs in the second stint. Sonev on the softs, Merv on the mediums, Real Gigi on the mediums, Wilmar on the mediums, Dima soft, Fearless Player soft, Clansman soft, Tan on the mediums, Alex Beast on the mediums, Jeeves choosing to start on the softs down in P13, which is an interesting choice. Frenzy and Jamie Robertson on the mediums.
Beast off the line.
Thunderbells and BT, of course, starting at the back. Don't forget BT. Merv Martin been disqualified, obviously touching someone on the formation lap.
Alpine choosing to destroy the polystyrene boards there.
Worth noting, now Merv is going to have extremely cold tyres. Will Merv has left the session. I will invite him. Can you let us read to me, actually, Ben? I don't have his PSN.
No, sorry, what?
Can you read out Wilmar's PSN? Exactly what it is. I don't have him on PlayStation. He left the session.
Wilmar?
Yeah. Capitals and stuff, numbers, anything. Ben?
PSN
Right.
name's just Wilmar 08.
Yeah, thank you. I couldn't see it. I had to back off because I need to invite him again. Thank you, Merv, for being more helpful than my co-commentator here. Wilmar 08 has been invited back to the session. So Merv may have cold tyres now because he didn't get to finish his formation lap. This could be crucial at the start and may cost him, and possibly will cost him, at least one, maybe two positions, depending on how cold those tyres are. Looking forward to the start. I think DeRoy has actually overtaken, or someone has overtaken Bumpy on the outlap. I think it was DeRoy. Right, let's see how this goes. Don't count out BT. So BT at the back, starting from the back, but he is very quick and very much could get a podium today. He is an extremely fast driver. See how he goes. Lines up. I have a really weird camera angle. Somewhere I'll go to DeRoy with a better angle. Oh, this is better. 3, 4, 5 red lights. And off we go. It looks like Bumpy's got a decent start. DeRoy bogging down there. Camdude around the outside on the mediums having a good start. Merv and Real Gigi fighting it out. We've got Wilmar going up. Sonev up into P3. DeRoy's dropped to 4th now. Bumpy has got away very nicely. We have Mervs remaining in P5. Real Gigi staying in P6. Let's see the position changes for these guys. You've got DeRoy down to the biggest loser of the start. BT up 7 already. That is insane. What a start from BT. Up 8 as he goes around Wilmar. Wow. What a start from BT. Bumpy driving away at the start. We have predicted strategy is a one-stop soft medium between lap 10 and 12 and one stop on the hards between lap 9 and 12. So probably a soft medium strategy for these guys on the soft today. Lots of people exceeding track limits. Loads of people exceeding track limits. We have... Oh, Dima's retired from the session. I'm trying to get back to see what happened. I can't see it though. Oh, I see. It looks like he's spun off around Cops, and that is a virtual safety car for him.
Too much power there.
Not good for him. So, good start for Bumpier so far. Mr. BT flying up 9 into P8 already. What a start. We have some fans of Alexis Beast in the comments. See how well he does today. I'm impressed from BT. I'm going to go on board with BT, actually. Let's see if we can get a good run at the restart. See if anything will happen here. Actually, he's a bit far behind. I'm not sure anything's going to happen just yet. Who's nice and close? Looks like Merv Martin is very close to DeRoy.
5-second penalty in the pit lane for Jamie Robertson.
That's not ideal. I'm assuming Jamie and Tan are going onto the hards, making the most of his virtual safety car. Going to be interesting. DRS enabled. Does that mean we have green for Jeeve? Drive-through for speeding under the safety car. That is not what he wants to see.
Not be happy with that.
My standings are all messed up again, as seems to be the way. It is. Jamie Robertson's apparently in first. He's not. I believe it is Bumpier in first. Just ignore Jamie Robertson's standings for now. Bumpier still driving away at the front. Camdude P3. Camdude P2. Sonev P3. Looking good. DeRoy Merv Martin following DeRoy. Better keep up.
Bumpier here.
Not sure he's going to be close enough. Does he have DRS? It said DRS was enabled top of my screen. Doesn't look like it. Alexis Beast already with a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. Not looking good for him so far. James Robertson standing has sorted itself out now, which is always nice.
As you saw on the Formula 2, lots of track limits extensions during the race.
Dima has left. Dima's retired, so that's okay. BT up 10 places, up into 7th already. Looking for between lap 11 and 13 of a stop for BT. Already up into P7.
Taking the fastest lap.
He has. Deltas, again, are kind of ruined for me. It's saying he's a minute and a half behind the car in front, but that's not the case. I can say he is pretty close behind, actually.
Yeah, chasing down the Red Bull up ahead.
Let's have a look at Merv, as Merv is right on the back. Actually, Alexis Beast has just made a move. He's off the track, though. Doing so, dives up the inside of the Ferrari. Can't quite make it work. Lots of action here in these opening laps.
A wheel spin on the exit there.
Frenzy all over the back of Alexis Beast now.
Another run
Alexis Beast. I say Alexis. I've realised Alexis Beast rather than saying Alexis. As he comes around. Not quite going to be able to make a move here for Frenzy. We have Camdude right on the back of Bumpier. Let's see if he's going to be able to make anything work. Only 4 tenths behind. Don't want to get any warnings, these guys, but this is very close. The top 3, all within a second of each other. And then DeRoy.
Yeah, keeping that DRS train alive.
They really are. Camdude not close enough. We got BT and Real GG still have slightly broken deltas. Oh, it is Alexis Beast. Ignore me. Apparently I'm wrong. It is Alexis Beast. I assumed it was Alex's. Thank you for correcting me. Bumpier with the fast laps. Alexis Beast with another penalty. I think that's 6 seconds for him now. Jeeve with also getting another 3-second penalty. He's had his drive through. Not a good start for Jeeve this race at all. Sort of very close on the back of Camdude. Doesn't look quite close enough to be able to make anything work. They have all got DRS now, but no one is close enough to do anything about it. Merv's struggling to hang on the back
seem like
here.
They're getting caught in this train.
It does. Merv is struggling to hang on to the back of these guys.
Close.
Not close enough.
Bunching up around Luffield.
BT is looking to make a move on the Real GG. Up 10 place from the start. Looking for driver of the day. Hoping for driver of the day. These kind of
Fansman fighting back. Alexis Beast here. Dan Woodcock. Does seem that Alexis Beast has been able
Frenzy's
to
off the track.
make a little bit of a gap here.
So Frenzy off the track, trying to go round.
Brake heavily.
He's very close. Are they close enough? Frenzy right on the back of him. He will get DRS.
Of their fight and the squirrely racing around here.
Issue is Clansman's going to have
The
DRS.
slipstream strong enough.
Clansman's also got the slipstream. I'm not sure if Clansman actually trying to make a move on Alexis Beast. Not going to make it.
All
Goes
the way
deep and
around,
Frenzy makes the
wide,
move.
allowing Frenzy. It's close to Alexis Beast now. Getting a better exit out of the end of the lap here. Should be able to make a move shortly. Got Mr. BC losing a place.
I don't think he lost the place.
Frenzy catching him. Oh, getting close to the loop. Is the DRS going to be enough down the Wellington for Frenzy? Shoot him down, a bit of contact.
Ooh. Oh, the
he's
spin!
gone right to the side of him.
I was going to say, does he have wing damage? I think he does have slight wing damage.
Ruining a chance there and not going wide enough onto the inside.
Whose fault was that?
Late braking, but he decided to. Was a little bit of a tap first going down the Wellington straight, which means Frenzy lost all of his pace and come into the braking zone. I'm not quite sure. Seems like Frenzy might have just shut the car in a little bit too late.
Having an update with the leaders now. Doesn't seem to be any kind of safety car. Update with the leaders. Everyone's still in that DRS train. The top four all right on each other. Merv not keeping up on those mediums. So struggling, not quite having the pace today.
Getting past Alexis Beast into Stowe. Alexis Beast going super wide.
Alexis Beast not quite making.
Two love a good fight.
Alpine should have turned in earlier, says Ronan EU. So potentially, I want to see the replay of that at some point. I'm pretty sure we'll get something in the instance about that later.
Making an overtake into turn 3. Is he going to keep it going? Yes, he is. Yeah, just had more pace through their set of corners. Simple as.
I wonder if the medium starting to become the faster tyre now. He's on the mediums versus softs.
Is the Clansman going to get a run in him now, or is he going to repeat the errors of Frenzy?
Take on the inside.
That's how you do it. He's braking very late though.
Off the track, that could be a warning for
Alexis Beast to make an attempt at a switchback. Gets a run down Woodcock. Is he going to make a move like Hamilton in the Mercedes?
Oh, he's going to try it. Oh, very messy, but the Clansman does back off and not
a little bit of a kiss, and we've got a slow Alpine in front.
BT looks to have spun. Losing places. Not a good start then for BT after his mega start on lap 1, but not great since then.
I like that.
Clansman
making a
all
move
over
on Alexis Beast. Down the hanger straight. So scruffy elbows out racing between these two. Alexis Beast running out really wide again.
Jeeves out.
Going to late break it into Vale. Cuts the corner. It's getting a bit messy between these two.
Another penalty for Alexis Beast.
Taking a penalty for that creative interpretation of track limits.
There is a safety car. Jeeve has crashed. Magus and Beckett looks like he's got on the curb and spun. I assume that's what happened, and he is out of the race. Jeeve has commented saying he's in pain. Probably would have hurt to crash there, Jeeve. Good stuff. We have a safety car closing up the field. This is very good for the likes of Merv Martin, who was struggling to keep pace with the top 4 here. We'll see. Jeeve says he's in legit pain. I'm not sure if it means he's actually in pain in real life, or if he is just in pain at his errors. Hopefully the latter. Well, depending if you don't like him, maybe you'll think the former. So, we have Bumpier retaining his lead, Cam Dude in P2, Sonev P3, Deroy losing 2 places at the start, down in P4, Merv Martin P5, Real GG P6, Fearless Player up to P7, Clansman also up to P8, Alexis Beast up 3 in P9. However, Alexis Beast does have, let's have a look at the size of those penalties.
9 seconds of penalties on Alexis Beast. Lots of track limits infringements.
Lots of people pitting.
The Clansman.
So, Bumpier pitting.
Taking this opportunity.
Sonev pitting.
Deroy also in the pits.
Deroy is in the pits as well. Well, let's have a look at this then. Um, let's keep it on position change for now. So Cam Dude, can he take advantage now? He obviously hasn't stopped. So he's going to be continuing with the medium soft strategy. I assume Bumpier. Let's have a quick look. Going on to the. Oh, Bumpier's on the mediums. Also, Bumpier did start on the softs, didn't he? So Bumpier is now going on the mediums for a long second stint. G said he's in pain in real life. The arms on his chair gave way and hit the wall. That does not sound fun, Jeeve. Rest in peace, your race, then. Hopefully you can stay on board with us for the rest of the broadcast.
Got some pitters at the back.
We do. Clansman, Alexis Beast, and Frenzy all pitting. Let's have a look at some tyres, shall we? So we have Bumpier, Sonev, and Roy all on fresh, soft tyres. Fearless Player on fresh hards. And then we have a mix. We've got BT on fresh mediums, Clansman on fresh hards, Alexis Beast on fresh mediums, and Frenzy on fresh hards. This could have saved BT's race a bit, because he obviously did make that mistake and, I believe, spin. So he's able to catch up that lost gap.
Yeah, came out the right time here.
I don't think this is good for Tan. So Tan's been in the hard for 5 laps, meaning he already pit and kind of wasted that first pit stop in a way. I mean, I think he pit because of damage. I'm not 100% sure. But this doesn't really help him unless it's closing a gap. But people pitting on the safety car are going to take a big advantage here. What's happening is Merv Martin is pitting then. Bit late to pit. Interesting choice because he has been following that safety car around now slowly for a lap. It's an interesting choice to pit now. We'll see where he comes out.
There's a lot of track position.
That's what I'm thinking. Not sure if that's smart or not. He's going onto the hard tyres as well. Interesting choice, Merv. So he's decided to give up track positioning onto the hards for a long run against a lot of his rivals who have gone to the mediums. Interesting. Let's see how that plays out for him. It may pay dividends towards the end of the race. Yeah. P12. Wow. He's got a lot of ground to make up now, doesn't he? May not have been the best strategy call to wait a lap. May pay dividends at the end of the race when he has fresh tyres, fresh hards.
But all of his competitors around him also chose to pit on that lap earlier.
And go mediums.
Not losing those positions.
See how this goes. Bumpier still in P3 despite pitting. So this is amazing for him. He has pit, and the two in front of him, with close rivals, especially with Camdude, hasn't pit. So Bumpier has essentially got a free pit stop on his closest rival. This is key. This is key. So really, I think now, Bumpier in a net P1, Sonev a net P2, and DeRoy a net P3. Fearless Player in a net P4 after pit stops. Tan has stopped, so he'll be net P5. I think BT P6, Clansman 7, Merv now net P8. So losing a lot of positions there, even after pit stops. And we'll lose time trying to get back past cars. So Jamie Robertson, slowly catching up. But this is kind of saving his race a little bit. As he is catching up to these guys now. So he'll at least be at the back of the pack.
I wonder when this car's going to come in.
I think this lap. But it doesn't look like Camden is backing off the safety car, so maybe it's the next lap. It would be a shame if it's not this lap.
All the time to catch up.
They really are. Safety car's not in this lap. Wow. Wow. Still not in. I thought it would have been in that lap. Okay, well, it's surely got to be in this lap. So, the predicted strategy was lap 9 or 10 for mediums for most people. The guys who came in on mediums like Bumpier, Sonev and DeRoy were in a little bit early, but laps under the safety car should help them preserve their tyres. Only a couple of percent wear. I think they'll be fine to get to the end. Merv, though, did start on mediums, so obviously couldn't go onto those again, as you have to use 2 sets of dry tyres in a dry race, so he had to go with the hards or extend out to the softs. Obviously, maybe taking his time to make the decision. But has done it. So, I'm interested to see how this plays out. Who do you think this has benefited the most? I think it's benefited Bumpier the most. As he and Sonev and DeRoy.
But basically got this race to lose. Can
He
he
does.
snatch defeat from the jaws of victory? Probably not. Seems like a pretty good driver.
Can he snatch defeats from the jaws of victory? He wants to snatch
Yeah.
defeat.
Well, that's the question. Can he ruin this for himself? Because otherwise,
Yeah.
it's an easy win.
Not sure. Not sure he can. Warming up the tyres. I feel, from my experience in this game at least, tyre temperatures are actually quite hard to maintain behind the safety car. They do tend to cool down quite quickly, even with higher tyre pressures. So maybe these guys on the mediums, especially
bit of
Merv on the
wiggling.
hards, might be struggling. There is quite a bit of wiggling going on, which maybe indicates that I am right in saying they're struggling to keep the tyre temps up. Especially the guys on the hards are going to be really struggling, I think.
Yeah,
Bumpy said he's
one
having
car out
Wi-Fi
on the
issues.
softs. Ah, there you go. Defeat
I'll
from
invite
the
him
jaws of
again
victory.
just in case he does get any more issues. If the game would like to find him.
Just snaking all about here down the hangar straight. Zigzag.
I've invited Bumpy again just in case he has Wi-Fi issues.
Desperately trying to keep the tyre temps
Oh.
up. As they all
Accelerated
start backing each
braking a
other
bit
off.
dirty there, but he does go. Let's get on board. Or not board, sorry, let's ride along
Is
with Real
Camden gonna
GG.
go?
He hasn't gone yet. Now he goes. Bumpy has
The
darted,
equal starts
so
all around. Camden extends, but gets a good start.
GG's good. Bumpy taking the lead.
is gonna hopefully take GG as soon as possible.
I think he looks
Especially
like he
with
has
those
to pay.
fresh
Oh,
tyres.
Sonev diving up the inside of Bumpier, almost making that work as well. That's very close to ride along. Will they be able to do it? They're squeezing each other out of the Wellington
Going
straight. Bumpier just
wheel
about
to
getting a
wheel.
better run. And looks like he's going to have the break. Is Sonev going to go down the inside? He's not. He's going to play it safe. Very close. Alexis B's getting another penalty for
Another
multiple
time
warnings.
penalty.
He needs to make sure he doesn't get disqualified. De Roy following on nicely behind. Bumpy right on the back of Real Gigi now. As he comes down to Cops, not quite close to make anything, but we have a yellow flag. We have a yellow flag. It looks like the Mercedes, I think it's Alexis Beast who spun. It's a shame for him, topping off what has been a bit of a miserable day. Bumpy right all over the back of Gigi as we carry on with these two. Gets a much better
Really
run
get a
out
move
of.
down the straight.
Get a much better run out of the club. Goes
Burning all the ERS, but I'm
speeding.
sure Real GG is 2. Is he going to go for it? Probably not. Just sit back and relax for another lap.
A little bit too
Wants
far
to make
back.
this move though, so that Cam Dude doesn't start just racing off into the distance. Doesn't
Tan
want
and
to waste
Fearless
time
Player
behind
are fighting,
GG.
and Tan looks to have made the move. And we have a pitter. Thunder Bales is pitting. Haven't seen much from him this race at all, but he's pitting.
Yeah,
Interesting choice to
softs were
pit
getting a
now.
bit worn down.
He should have probably put behind the safety car. Interesting choice to do it now. Nevertheless, that is a choice he has made. As we see Sonev all over the back of Bumpier, who's all over the back of Real Duty. This is a real three-way fight. Sonev diving down the inside again. Going to have a similar situation to last time as he goes up the inside. Not quite going to be able to make it work. Bumpier with a better run. It almost looked like a touch there with where the game was lacking. Sonev not quite close to get up the inside. We have a four-way fight here now. As De Roy is right up the back. Merv Martin doesn't seem to be making much progress on those hard tyres, still in P11. In the meantime, Sonev all over the back. And we have Fearless Player,
Fearless
who looks to
Player.
have made a move on Will Mar.
Overtaking a AI. Not as exciting as we'd hope.
It is not. I will
Hep
send
K
Wilmar
getting
another
closer.
invite, just in case he needs one.
Bit further away than his last lap. Bumpier.
Yeah, I've just sent Wilmar another invite, just in case he does want one.
Jamie Robertson also overtaking the AI and having a rundown on Fearless Player. Is he going to get close enough? Not quite. Follows through. Oh, but Fearless Player's taking it slow through Stowe, and Jamie Robinson's going on the outside around Vale, which is a really beneficial place to be in. Yeah, just swoops past and takes that position. Mr. BT taking the fastest lap.
I was about to say, Mr. BT, we haven't mentioned, Sonev has left, I'll invite him. BT up into P6. That's pretty good.
Big cut by Jamie Robertson there, a bit of a mistake. Still carrying that penalty.
I've invited Mr. BT back to the session. It was BT to the left, wasn't it? Oh no, it was Sonev, wasn't it? Ignore me. Actually, Ben, can you invite Sonev? Because I'm obviously streaming and it's quite annoying to interrupt the stream all the time. Good stuff. We have Merv Martin making a move on. Fearless player around the outside. He's made that work, surprisingly. Slowly coming back to the field then, Merv, after this interesting choice to pit. Next up the road for him is Jamie Robertson. Meanwhile, the real GG is right on the back of Cam Dude. Bumpy right on the back of him. Got this train still here. Forecast, real GG going around the outside of Stowe. Is he going to be able to make this work? I think he can. He does. Clansman's retired, but Real GG has just made a move for the lead, and that is the safety car. Bumpier dives into the pits ahead of Real GG. So Bumpier dove into the pits again. Oh, sorry, no, he didn't. That was just my saying. It was all me. Bumpier has not dived into the pits. Camdude and Real GG dove into the pits. Camdude has somehow got into the pits ahead of Real GG, despite the fact that Real GG just got ahead of him. Camdude must have just dove into the pits around the outside of him. Just got there quicker. So with another safety car, we do have things settling down a little bit. Bumpier in the lead, Roy P2. BT is now in a net P3. I told you not to count him out today, starting from the back, and we have him here in P3. Interesting stuff.
Great progress.
So
Even with a bit of a mistake earlier on.
Exactly. Well done from BT. Sonev P4. Good start to season for him. Jamie Robertson P5 now as well. Safety car really helping him make up for mistakes. Merv P6. I recovered a little bit. Covered some of those positions up. We'll need to get past Jamie Robertson. It is on the hard, so will benefit him later on in the race. Cam Dude and the Real GG both immediately onto soft for the last 12 laps of this race. So those two are going to be struggling towards the end, but will have great pace behind Merv. I'm assuming Merv will probably get overtaken by those two. And the softs under the safety car should last, so they should be okay. Tan getting a penalty for multiple warnings under the safety car. That is the worst time to do so. Obviously,
yeah, it's going to be an annoying one.
Yeah. Squeezing behind the safety car and messed it up a bit. Interesting. So Camden Real GG really needs to look after these tyres, but really could pay dividends to them. Tan has pit onto the medium tyres. Wilmar's onto some fresh hards. Thunderbells probably regrets pitting when he did now, because he could have pit under the safety car. Frenzy, Fearless Player, and Alexis Beast all on fresh tyres. Alexis Beast choosing the hards rather than the softs. Did he start on the softs? He may well have done. Let's see if I can see. I can't see what he starts on, but he has done 2 stops, so I'm assuming he did start on the softs. That's why he's not back on them. So, driver of the day so far for me is Mr. BT, up 14 places, followed by Jamie Robertson, up 10.
Yeah, it just shows you how important that pace is. Just shoot past everyone.
Really does. Let's keep looking at the tyres. I quite like looking at people's tyre strategies here. I'm not sure how this is going to play out now, because Cam Dude and the Real GG will have some real pace. However, they will obviously drop off towards the end on those softs. So, I still think this is Bumpier to lose.
Yeah, he's got this one in the bag, I think.
He does seem to have the pace.
Take those other positions.
Clansman is left as he's DNF. That is okay. Yeah, I think Bumpier should win. However, he hasn't been able to break away really from DeRoy this whole race. DeRoy has been able to stick with him. So who knows? Maybe DeRoy could make some kind of late lunge into Stowe. It's tricky to overtake around Silverstone. BT, maybe even BT could go for the win. He's only on 1 lap older tyres, and he has a lot of pace. You know how quick BT is, so he really could get a win.
All in the running.
There we are. And Sonev, who's also been quick all weekend.
It's exciting when this goes away.
It is. Sonev has a lot of pace. I'm interested to see the progress Cam Dude and Real Gigi make, especially Cam Dude, because he's been very quick. He's been very quick. Ooh, I think this could be bad for Merv now, because everyone's tyres are going to be fine towards the end. I think the safety car's coming in, by the way. Everyone's tyres are going to be fine.
Yep, safety car in.
So Merv on the hards will not play as many dividends as we maybe thought it would do.
Might collect a bit of a pace advantage towards the end of the race, though.
Maybe a bit. Really trying to warm up his tyres here, Bumpier, before he darts. I'm surprised he hasn't gone already. Maybe on the exit of Stowe. Not going to. Maybe going to leave it as late as possible. Or going to... Surprise me. Going now. He's going now. He's off. DeRoy in P2 follows him. Goes a bit deep, though, DeRoy. Costing some time. BT all over the back of him. We've got Cam Dude.
From Bumpier there.
Was all over the back of him, but did make a mistake. Bumpier's driven away with this. At the restart, already gapped DeRoy by half a second at least. BT's also dropped back by a second. Also got Jamie Robertson all over the back of Sonev. Cam Dude right behind Merv. Going to get a much better drive out of here with these soft tyres as well. This could be bad news for Merv Martin as Cam comes behind him. Obviously no DRS as there was just a safety car. Not quite close enough to make the move with pure slipstream. Can be definitely the closest battle on track right now. We have Thunder Bales, 0.033. He is stuck inside of Wilmar. Do you want to invite Wilmar and Thunder Bales back for me? Because they look like they're both AI. Thank you. And
Wilmar doesn't seem to be joining.
Just double check anyway. Oh, we have a spinner. Fearless player is off and spins around Cops. Not ideal for him. That puts him in dead last. We just left DeRoy right on the back of Bumpier. Not quite making an impression on him. BT also not quite making the impression on DeRoy I thought he would do. What we do have is Cam Dude all over the back of Merv Martin. I really think this could be someone to watch for the win. Or maybe not a win, but maybe at least a podium here. All on those softs, all over the back of Merv. Is he going to go for it into turn one? He looked like he was. He backed out of it at the last second. Merv's gone deep. Cam Dude has actually made the move as Merv goes deep. And so is Real Gigi. Merv has lost 2 positions in the space of 2 corners, really. But Merv's going to try and keep it up the inside. He's going to have to drive. He's got the inside line. Real Gigi does have the softs and just has a better drive out the corner. Simple as that. Merv... Still no DRS, but does have a lot of slipstream. Not close enough to make the move into the corner. Not close enough to dive up the inside. Unfortunately for Merv, losing 2 positions now on those hard tyres. Not going well for him. BT now only 0.4 of a second behind DeRoy. Oh, we have Wilmar and Thunder Vales
BC
getting past
extending really far.
That probably means he hasn't got a warning.
Cops.
Because if you extend really far, you don't get warnings in this game. So, Bumpier leads DeRoy, leads BT up the hanger straight. Sonev all over the back of BT all of a sudden. Got a great run, not quite close enough without DRS. Alex Beast with another penalty. Oh, is that 15 seconds
collected.
now? 15 seconds for him? I think.
Yeah, 15. We've got 3 seconds on Jamie Robertson and Tan 12.
Right, so Sonev still over the back of BT, really putting an impression. Only a 10th behind.
Back. He's going to make a move. Yes, he
Tries
is. The
the
lunge. Forcing BT out the way, but it's kept it clean.
We have a yellow
Switch
flag.
back. Oh,
Merv Martin has
slide.
spun. Merv Martin has spun. This is not what he would have wanted today, and it's put him at the back.
Miserable day.
It does. It's unfortunate for Merv.
I've got a bit squirrely trying to follow BT there.
Lost a bit of time. BT, I'm having a look at Cam Dude right now, right behind Jamie Robertson. But BT's also right behind DeRoy again. Really tight now. Cam Dude not quite close to make a move. Let's see if BT is going to make a move on DeRoy. Does run very wide, exceeding track limits. Without the warnings, we have another yellow flag. I think Alexis Beast has spun around, goes behind Merv. BT really De Roy in the car. He's got DRS, but so does De Roy. He might make a move on Bumpier here. It actually dives for the inside. It has the inside line. Bumpier's is he gonna run wide? He's not gonna run wide, and does actually hold the place on the outside, very close. BT, will he lunge up the inside of Sonev? No. Also, De Roy, no, he does not.
Jerry Robertson close to Cam Dude, but they stay in their positions.
Is he gonna dive at the
best of
inside?
exit.
No, he's not.
No,
Comes
he's
off the track.
lost it and gone a little bit wide.
And got a penalty.
And it's taken him to another penalty.
Shame for him.
Cam Dude not really have to worry that much then.
No.
3 up top, really close.
Real GG's obviously lost the... Oh, no, sorry.
Once again, having a bit of a problem.
Jamie Robertson losing positions now. Looks like he has made a mistake and spun. Camdude and Real GT now have a gap to pull back to Sonev to get onto the leading pack, and then really they could make an impression. Sonev right on the back of BT.
Yeah, keeps making an advantage of them all bunching up and then just not quite being able to follow through with it when it push comes to shove.
BT though, still all over the back of De Roy. Will De Roy be able to make a move on head bump here? Merv Martin retires. I think he retired in the pit lane. I think he's given up.
Yeah, I had enough of that nightmare. Sonev on the back of BT. The DRS train though, not really anyone having much
going
of
up the
an
inside of
advantage.
Bumpier. Not quite making it. Almost went for the lunge.
Are we going to see a lunge down from Sonev on BT? Looks like we
Yeah.
might. Wheel to wheel.
BT
Sonev
holds
going
the
out
inside.
wide. Is he going to get the better run through here? Or is he going to be forced? Ooh. Still wheel to wheel across the line. He's going to take advantage into turn 1. Bit of bashing between them. Mr. BT's just kind of muscled his way in there.
Sonev though, still very close, and he's going to get a better run here. So he's got the outside line, gets a great exit. Going to be all over the back of BT with DRS as well. Is he going to be able to make a move? BT does also have DRS. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to do it. BT deploying probably quite a bit of DRS there to stay ahead.
Yes, pretty decent defensive skills from Mr. BT there.
Really is.
Get a bit of dirt on the tyres.
Merv said he thinks De Roy is going to win.
Oh,
Oh no,
interesting hot
no,
take.
ignore me.
He
I'm
certainly has
getting
the
old
potential.
comments pop up on my screen. That was an old comment.
Oh.
Well, he did say he thought De Roy was going to win anyway, so maybe he will. Maybe Merv was actually right.
Yeah, it's quite hard to get past Bumpier there.
It's Bumpier's good. Merv said everyone had X's, pain. Go on, Bumpier. Good race up front, boys. Let's go. It's a message from Merv. It's obviously
Is
not
Mr.
happy.
BT going to make a lunge?
Cam Dude.
Hits the back of De Roy.
Sonev retires. Sonev is out. Sonev is out, and that's another safety
What's happened
car.
there?
I didn't see that one, unfortunately. Didn't see it at all.
Been hefty enough to complete right off the car.
Yeah, it
Mr.
looks like he's...
BT decides to stay behind De Roy into the Vale chicane, but ended up just tapping him on the rear just slightly.
I think sort of spun it on the exit of Stowe on the curb by the look of the positioning of his car, which is a real shame for him. Fearless players overtaking Jamie Robertson behind the seat. Oh, Jamie Robertson's pit. That makes more sense. Coming out on soft tyres. Could play well for Jamie Robertson here on fresh softs. So, will Camdude and Real Gigi have enough time to make an impression on Mr. BT and De Roy on those softs? They're a lot fresher, those softs, and these safety cars will help them keep them fresh. They could make a move.
Yeah, until the end of the race. Could work out for them.
Right. I'll be back in a second, as it is a safety car. You can keep going, Ben. It won't be too long.
What?
I'll be back in a second.
Another penalty for Alexis Beast. He's collecting these like candy. Frenzy comes into the pits. Bit of a late decision there. Gonna come out all the way at the back, it seems.
I am back. Have I missed anything?
Got Frenzy pitting, but not much other than that. Taking on some soft, fresh beats for the end.
Good stuff. I'm hoping the safety car will be in this lap so we do get some more good laps of racing. A lot of safety cars this race. 3. Obviously the curves in this game are quite lethal, causing quite a few spins. That's obviously entertaining, but not ideal for Bumpier, I don't think, because he hasn't really been able to pull a gap. The safety cars just keep getting in the way every time he maybe starts to try pull a gap. The safety car comes out and stops that. So maybe not ideal for him. But here we are. Oh, we have Merv Martin joining the call. Hello, Merv.
On the pit wall.
Would you like to turn yours? Yeah, just make sure your voice share is on allow.
Okay. It's on.
It's on.
So,
Good stuff. Ben, do you want to check he can be heard? On the stream.
Sure.
I'm hoping he can. Merv, you are rather quiet, so I'm hoping people can hear you.
I don't think I can hear myself on the stream, but it's fine. Vibes. I'm here for the vibes.
Okay, not sure we'll be able to hear Merv on stream then, guys, but
Yeah,
he is
I think
here.
we got Merv pretty good
Oh,
there.
You can hear him. Perfect.
Oh, sweet
So
stuff.
safety car is in this lap. Are you still spectating, Merv?
Yeah, I am. I'm still watching the boys go at it. Very exciting up front. It's a shame I
Yes.
absolutely had to think it today.
What happens to...
I'm going to interrupt you both as Bumpier has bolted
Go.
from the start. Gapping DeRoy, BT going extremely wide, somehow not getting a warning, I don't think, for that. Camdude all over the back of BT. BT off the track again. Camdude going to try to go around the outside of turn 3 on those fresh softs, not going to make it. Going to try switch back. There might have been some contact. Yellow flag somewhere in sector 1 as he ride on board. Camdude getting a great exit and making the move into P3. Camdude could win this race on those fresh softs. These safety cars are really helping him out here. And we have Real Gigi also on the inside of BT
there.
and made the move. Real Gigi really is following Camdude through these cars.
There. Is he taking damage?
He has. Though I did think there was a little bit of contact. I thought there was contact.
On my screen.
He has. I thought there was contact between them. Maybe he's lost some wing.
Yeah, he's lost everything from his hard work earlier. It's a shame.
Shame for BT. Jamie Robertson making a move on Tam with those fresh softs. Does make the move successfully. Good for him. Bumpy has gapped DeRoy at the front by a second already. Bolting after this safety car. Real Gigi sticking with them. Can Camdude catch up to DeRoy and maybe make a move for second? Alexis Beast.
DeRoy and Bumpy don't want to fight too much with those soft runners behind them.
Did not. Alexis Beast getting past Wilmar's AI. Frenzy is all over the back. Mr. BT going into the pits, I'm assuming to retire or to change his front wing. Either or, it's been a nightmare end to his race.
BT might go for fastest lap.
He might go for fastest lap. Frenzy all over the back here of Fearless Player. Will got DRS on those fresh softs. Gets a good run as well. Is he going to be able to make the move? Not quite close enough. There is no DRS. Still not activated actually behind the safety car.
Tan is being swarmed by Frenzy and Fearless at the moment. Had a rubbish run. Where is he?
Tan?
Oh, wait. No, see, my Wi-Fi is just so bad. Tan was
Oh,
on the gravel on my screen. But he's absolutely fine on the road.
He's a
So I'm just
second
gonna
up.
watch the race. Yeah, I was going to say.
Frenzy's catching Fearless
He
Spray
is.
here down the Hanger Straight, see what he can do.
Jamie Robson
Another
gets a
penalty for Jamie
penalty.
Another
Robertson.
penalty.
Right, Frenzy. Still no DRS activated. Isn't able to make the move without aid of DRS. It's unfortunate for him, but I think it is activated next lap. BT has gone on to medium tyres, so it'll be hard for him to get fastest lap on the mediums. Let's ride
Roy's
on
starting to
board.
get desperate, deploying a lot of energy.
I don't think Roy's
Can do
close
gets
enough.
fastest lap at the moment.
He does. Fearless Player with a penalty. Let's ride on board with Frenzy. See if he can make this move with Fearless Player, as he's all over the back of him on those softs, and will have DRS this lap, I believe. Gets a great run. Fearless Player squirming on the exit. Does he have DRS? He does have DRS. This should be an easy move. And is. Beautiful move from Frenzy
Nicely done there. Clinical.
Let's hop back to DeRoy. So 7/10, he's managed to stay.
Ever so slightly.
DeRoy has managed to stay
close.
Within DRS of Bumpier. I'm assuming he's deployed a lot of energy to stay there after the gap Bumpier pulled. But it's key that he's in the DRS.
On the ERS advantage.
BT is in the pit
so
again.
Little laps to go. It's not going to matter too much.
For another set of mediums.
DeRoy getting really close now. Wants this win, he's going to fight for it. Wonder if he might see contact if they get close on the last lap. So he's lost time on the exit there, Vale chicane.
I'm not sure he's close enough. Cam Dude, though, now all over the back of them as well. Will he be fast enough to make a move? Is he going to dive?
Yeah,
He's not. I thought he was going to dive down the inside then. All over the back of DeRoy. They both have DRS. Is anyone going to be closer to make a move? They're training each other down the straight. Cam Dude going for an outside.
Lunge.
Not close enough. I think Hanger Straight might be the place.
Scraping DeRoy there.
Penalty for him.
Yeah, another penalty.
Mr. Beast just collecting a load of penalties here.
It's all falling apart.
Oh, Merv obviously lagged out the party. So, let's ride on board with Cam Dude.
Really fight for this podium here.
We're going to ride on board.
Podium position.
We're riding on board with Cam Dude right now. Taking Maggots Beckett's very nicely. Probably going to get a better exit than DeRoy out of here. Is he able to do it? Not quite. He has DRS. But so does DeRoy. Will he be close enough?
Running out of
DeRoy is actually looking like he's going to make a move. DeRoy goes for a lunge up the inside of Bumpier. Is he going to be able to hold up the inside? He can't quite do it. Will he lunge up the inside of Vale?
One more attempt for the win.
Can't quite do it.
So Bumpier has been able to hold off just about enough.
That is a win for Bumpier. He crosses the line. Cam Dude, P2 on penalties. I don't remember DeRoy getting a penalty. Oh no, he's jumped back up again. No, that was my screen being a bit weird. So, Bumpier P1, DeRoy P2, Cam Dude P3, Real GG with a great result in P4, Tan P5, Frenzy P6, Jamie Robertson in P7, Fearless Player P8, Alexis Beast P9, Willis Mar P10, Thunder Bales P11. Neither of those two are actually in the race, as they seem to be AI. Alexis Beast P12, Mr. BT. Looks to be going for fast lap. He is 7/10 up. Let's ride on board with him as he tries to go for fast lap right at the end. Gets pretty good exit. A second and a half up on his current personal best. This very much could be fastest lap for Mr. BT as he crosses the line.
An easy fast lap here.
You never know.
All his energy.
Nicely for Vale. Gets a good exit.
Tight.
across the line. Jamie Robson got a 20-second penalty at the end of the race for me then.
Oh dear.
For ignoring yellow flags. But it was after the race had finished, so I'm a little bit confused. He got that for me after the race had finished. Well, that is the end of the first race. Let's add Herr Bumpier in for a little post-race interview, shall we, Ben?
Sure.
I'll add him into the party really quick. There we go. Let's hope he joins us. Good race overall. BT does steal the fastest lap by a long way at the end. Pretty dominant performance from Bumpier, though, really. Throughout the whole weekend, he has looked to be the fastest driver and was quick throughout the whole race today.
Fastest driver wins the race.
He was quick throughout the whole race today. Hello, Bumpier.
Hello.
Good stuff. Win on the first race of the season. How does that feel?
Of course, it's very nice. With my first pole as well in TRL.
Is it your first pole?
Yeah, I got. It is my first pole in TRL.
Wow, I never knew that.
Yeah, converted my first pole into a win, so happy with that.
Good stuff. DeRoy seemed to put a lot of pressure on you throughout the race. How was it dealing with him?
I mean, not easy. I couldn't pull away from anyone throughout the whole race in the first stint, of course, with Kamlut behind me on the mediums.
Yeah.
The virtual safety car fucked me a bit in the opening phase. Was already almost a second clear of him, but then he got a very good VSC restart, so that was a bit annoying. But then DeRoy just, yeah, he was amazing fast. I didn't expect him from him, to be fair. Yeah, just put up a great show.
Yeah, it was a great race. Nearly making a move on you at the end. We thought he would have done it up the inside. It was very close.
Yeah, last lap lunge, but you decided to be sensible about it, I guess.
Yeah, he already had done it in a few laps before, so I knew how to defend it. Yeah, it was very close.
Read his moves. Nice.
Exactly.
And pole position looks pretty dominant actually today. I did predict you to get pole, but you were way ahead.
Yeah, I didn't expect it. I only had done one lap of time trial in advance to this. Yeah, it's lovely to see.
Good stuff. Well, congratulations on the first win of the season. How do you think your title hopes are going to be?
Of course.
Did you say 1 second? I think you did. Griffith's come back. I think he has a real chance in the title this season.
My mom just walked in. That's the downside of living at home.
That's okay. What do you think of your title hopes this season?
I mean, as we saw today, there are lots that definitely could get it. Like Kamlut. I mean, don't worry, if he just stays like this, it's not out of question yet. Murph can be very fast. But yeah, I'm confident in it, especially with JD Gelato not competing.
Exactly.
It makes
that is
life a bit easier.
very handy. What do you think of Murph's performance today? Obviously not having the nicest of races. Spinning out in turn
what
one.
happened to him? I saw he retired on track, so that's going to be a definite penalty for him. But
I think I can't remember if it was turn one or Stowe or Cops. One of the two. He spun on the exit curb and binned it in the wall. Essentially, he then went to the back and retired. I think he just gave up. And then Sonev crashing as well. Sonev was doing so well, and then
yeah, I saw it. I was in the party with Jamie, my teammate, and I was just coming out of the corner, just looking back, and suddenly I saw a Ferrari just going to the wall, like Agent and Tiger did in F2 as well. And I was just, wow, that's another safety car.
Shame for him, because he was looking quick today as well.
He was.
That's quick people.
He was very fast as well, season 1. You weren't there, but I mean, he was very fast. Then last season dropped off a bit. Yeah, I hope he can fight again this season.
Good stuff. Any other questions, Ben? Or I can end the broadcast if you have nothing else.
Ah, pretty conclusive there.
Yeah.
On to the
Awesome.
next one. Where are we going to next?
I'm not sure.
I need to check. I made the calendar, but I don't know. Baku.
Baku next.
Oh,
Good
that's
stuff.
there. Yeah.
Well, we may not be commentating next
Variety
week.
of
It'll probably be
setups.
Kyle again. But
Yeah,
see
someone
everyone in Baku.
who knows how to do it.
At least F2.
We will see you at least for F2. See you next time. Goodbye.